Welcome Brawlers, I'm the Hermit, and today we're gonna be trying to find out if Merfolk are officially good in Azorius colors or maybe it's just bait from the new set. Now we didn't get exactly a synergistic commander for Merfolk. Instead we got Sygg, which does add some value. It's at 2/2, can't be blocked, and on the front side, when it enters or transforms, we essentially get a curiosity trigger for a turn on another creature. Well, it can be itself if we had haste, but we don't, so it's usually another, and on the backside, it gives protection for a turn cycle. So if we want to play into the Merfolk strategy, we need to essentially make it with our other cards. So we have some Lords, Master of the Pearl Trident, Bedalian Hexcatcher, Metallic Mimic. We have a couple of new ones, Deep Way Navigator, Deep Channel Duelist, and of course we also have Mirror Triggery. Since the new Merfolk are about convoking, or at least getting some value out of tapping themselves or others, like this one, the Water Shaper makes other tapped creatures indestructible, similar to Wandering Rescuer, which not only has convoke but makes other creatures that are tapped have hexproof. And then we have some other convoke creatures like Disruptor of Currents, Return an on-land permanent Omni-Changeling. No, it's every creature type, including Merfolk, and it's essentially a clone type effect. We have also Champions of the Shovel, Charade, as a little stunning our opponents synergies. Similar to Merfolk Trickster, except the Trickster is a one-off, doesn't stun, but instead removes all abilities. Then, in case we want to take some value out of Sygg, we are playing a decent amount of Merfolk 1-drops, and they also obviously go hand in hand with the Lord effects, since we pay very cheap for them and we grow them with the +1/+1s from everyone. So we have Windrobber, Mindspring, a couple of unblockables, and Tranhat Trainer. This one we don't care too much about Training Grounds, but it's nice as a 1-drop and hopefully a mana sink by paying 3 mana to draw a card. Then we have your interaction: Exile Base, Simri, Portable Hull, Source to Plowshare, Counter Base, Memory Lapse, Mana Leak, Counterspell. Some removal, some card draw, don't a new age if we go wide enough, Elspeth, because one of the better things we can do to the Merfolk is give them flying, taking a fish out of water, giving them wings. Which is also why we run Zephyr Singer. Again, it's a combo card, and it keeps flying to up to 4 Merfolk, hopefully. Since we are convoking and the like, we also have a couple of Wandervine cards, and Access a Lord if we transform it, and it also just gives us a little bit of tempo earlier, and Spirit Water Revival. This one, if we have enough creatures, we can pay 6 Waterbend mana to draw 7 cards instead of 2, I mean. So that's the deck. Now let's head into the queue and find out if the Merfolk are for real or maybe it's just a fluke. Perfect Morkant. Ooh. So elves against Merfolk. Guess we just need to time it right so we can hopefully wash away. Otherwise, we will deploy Mother of Runes, Mind Spring. Okay, so we will have a couple of tap lands for a while. Our opponent isn't advancing their game plan, so we shouldn't be too worried. We have a Lord now. Unholy Annex from opponent. Okay, I guess if we want to fetch here, we need to get it before combat. We Sygg, draw a card, keep up, wash away. That's the plan. Combat, attack. On tap land means we can Master of the Pearl Trident, keep up, wash away. Opponent plays a mana dork and an elf. Actually, Allosaurus Shepherd is going to ruin our day. Or maybe not, thanks to Silver Gear Mentor. Do we want to transform here? Klein. Call the Merfolk. Then we attack with these two. Actually, just Sygg. We keep Mother back, and hopefully we can activate Mind Spring at some point in the near future. Or can't. Oh. We will blight one here. I mean, they didn't do it in the reverse order, I think, but it would have went. If we left mana open, they wouldn't risk it. Decline. I guess we should attack with everyone except Mind Spring. Do we Mind Spring? Just for the mana. For the counter, I mean. X equals 0. We could. We very well could. The One Ring, okay. Force of negation. Okay, I guess that make sure we survive. We win probably next turn, so again we decline. Because with Sygg we can essentially force through some damage, 3 from it, maybe 3 for the mentor. Yeah, Ritual Chamber. Great Hinge. Guess we counter. Actually, let's Force of Negation. Which array? We're gonna draw 3. And it goes to 7, but I think we have enough. Like I said. Yep. They couldn't block, not even jump, so protection from brew, red, green, black, and white. So I guess it's good games to the elves. Merfolk, stay on top. Ooh, okay, this is an interesting hand. We might keep just because of the hedge catcher. And we are against Ishtola, so countering non-creatures might be worth our while. If anything else, this Adept Warrior Shaper is going to be sent away for Solitude. And hopefully we just need one more land and we get probably another one from the Merrow. Should we be mint here? Maybe. Let's still send their fetch. Now we are gaining mana advantage. Well, if we draw the land. Yep, and they are going to fetch right away to stop us from doing it again. Sometimes a little psychological damage goes a long way. Others it just doesn't do enough. Shieldred's Edict, sure. And there we have a land, so it's all good in the fish neighborhood. Merfolk. I guess we take the scout just because it gives us another land. Exile Merfolk. Unfortunate, they got to resolve their black market. So I'm thinking we exile the Adept. We hit our land drop, attack. Let's counter that trigger. Maybe it was wise to let them do that. Okay. So we will attack with these two guys. Fail the profane. Okay. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I guess I needed the marrow back. Yeah, that was a misplay on my part. What I wanted to do is get marrow back and instead be able to play Wandering Rescuer, since we don't have double white on the land side. When she don't. Oh. And I guess we can get the Wandering Rescuer here. Might as well. Bitter Triumph on the Rescuer. Okay, yeah, we were gonna sacrifice the Scout. And then hit them for a bunch. With the Marrow, Rescuer. I guess we put the Sygg on the Marrow because they are more inclined to block the Rescuer. But here we just, like I said, sacrifice, counter, hit our opponent in the back. GG's, Ishtola. GG's. Once more against elves. Guess we go for it. If our opponent has a mana dork, we might try to get a block. Or else we draw a card, which they might be okay with. So we get a changeling, we get Sygg, we draw a card. Silvergill Adept. Priest of Titanium. Why is it at 2? For each elf on the battlefield. Oh, actually, didn't expect that to come and hunt us. Decline. Opponent didn't block, but what are they going to do here? Morgant. Let's still send that. They might be able to replay it next turn, so we need to plan around that. Confident. Okay. Land over elves. Line here. Play the adept. And reveal a Merfolk. Okay, we're kind of flooding, so an opponent gets a land with their confidence. Please trader lookout. That's not an elf. And it doesn't work with Mercant. But here we make it lose its abilities. Well, make her, I guess. Protection. Maybe we... No, this is okay, I guess. Since we have enough. It's the most power, I was going to say. Target opponent. Oh, so that's gonna trigger the lookout. We will pay the 1 mana here to transform into the front side of Sygg. Draw another card. 4 damage. Not too shabby. Oh, but it's not a drain, it just makes us lose life. Nissa Basswood Seer. And they haven't played their land, so she will transform. But opponent is on a clock, and they need to realize that. Okay, that's gonna get them life. If it's just Mercant, we let it hit. If they attack with something else, we will block, maybe trade. No attacks. We have a mana leak. Let's see if we find some removal for Priest of Titania. Not quite. But we can champion. With the adept. Opponent got lucky again, revealing a land. And we don't care too much about having both up, because Mana Leak is not as relevant with Priest of Titania out. So we will pitch it to Force of Negation.
The Royal protects Zendikar and its people.
Opponent transforms Nissa. Yep, they get a land, Lisa and a Hotmaster. Every elf is going to give them an elf token. Yeah, I still don't know where they play Free Strider Lookout. Maybe they have a combo with it. Let's attack, attack. Tap the priest. Well, let's see if opponent dies to their own Dark Confidant. Oop, again Loki. What can I say? Dark Confidant loves our opponent. And they need to gain 4 life. Because we can put a counter on Sygg. Here they will use their Deadly Dispute to draw some cards. As long as they don't have a Wrath or something like that. Well, they need to have 2 Wraths. Card draw we will not mind. Like I said, a Wrath is key for them. We need to force that, or now we can even mana leak since we tapped their priest. Yeah, I think we have it. Let's let our opponent think. Deadly Dispute. Sure, let's counter here just for the flex. They pay for it. Okay. Alright, this is Track and Trainer, not the other one drop. That puts counter. That one is on me. And they concede. GG selves. Again, Merfolk proves superior. Dak Faden. Okay, we don't have early drops, and now we do. So we will exile Witness Protection because it doesn't hit Planeswalkers. Then I guess we play the trainer. We are going to be a little awkward with developing the board. Or maybe we go for Sygg even if we don't draw the card for it. Flame Slash. Sure. Get Spellun. Spellun? Spellun. Deck. And for what? Plus? Okay.
I'm a talented improviser. Tougher than you look.
Right. I didn't want to be awkward with the tempo. I just needed to play the trainer and activate it. I forgot about it. I just thought of it as a one drop. And it seems opponent doesn't like Spellun. And yeah, probably the fact that they wasted their 4 mana removal, therefore damage removal spell on Sygg instead of Sibelun. That's probably what irritated the most. Maybe they had a bunch of shocks and bolts, which were not enough. Either way, we take this. Good games. Uharis. Yeah, I can get down with this hand. If they keep up interaction here, we pass, play Navigator on their end step, follow up with either Duelist or Sygg. Lorwyn Reveal. That's not what we wanted to see. For Spike, unfortunate. Inti. Merfolk. And it's from opponent. And it seems they have a counter spell. Oh, they don't. Oh, they had protection, yeah. Stifle. The duelist is going to die now. Yeah, we will trade here, obviously. We just needed another land for things to go perfect there. Counterspell. Okay, GG's. Yeah, getting stuck on lands, not ideal there. Every turn we skip with the Harrison board, we are just falling further behind. Good games. Against Yoda. We will try this just because we have a decent corp, especially if we get to Harbinger. Merfolk. We can even copy the Harbinger if need be. So that should be fun, I think. Ooh. Opponent lost their swords to plowshares. Let's go for the Harbinger. I guess they have a priority window there just because they could tap their mana before it was all blue. Not because they necessarily had that response. And yeah, they didn't like 5-color decks tend to not like when you make all their lands a single color. Especially not one of their primaries. So GG is kind of easy. Against Maralen. And they might be better than Morkant. But also I think a couple of mulligans on our side might help them. Let's see if they mulligan also though. Okay, we will keep this one. And who goes away? The white one drop. And we have all Merfolk wizards for now. I think we want to draw with Sygg here. Since the coast is clear. No pun intended. We might as well. And we kind of needed that because we are not drawing a land. But next turn we can play Silvergear Mentor, convoke Zephyr Singer. Does the land change things? I guess we also transform Sygg. Behold. Look at the flying fish. Does feel nice. And also we can put a counter on everyone. We are going to copy Mindspring. Yeah. Oh, okay. I was meant to use this first, but I guess the order doesn't matter as much. Copy and draw a card. Actually, we should copy. No, that's right. We were right the first time. The Water Shaper. Oof, I'm afraid that's a Wrath. Actually, yeah, let's take the damage. A little slow on the Water Shaper. Ooh, okay, they're gonna name Elf. Kill everyone except Zephyr Singer. Yep, to the command zone. land. I guess even if we played the Warrior Shaper, everyone else would die. Because it's a -3 instead of destruction. Roaming Throne, I guess we don't like that. But maybe we let it be. We can sort it. Decline. Do we block? Maybe not. Maybe we do. We played the tight. Oh, it's another, so it doesn't even work like that. Okay. Let's play Shari. Draw a card. Five Trickster. We know they don't have the mana, so yeah, they send it to the bottom. Because they have land, Maralen. Which it seems they do. Ooh, and they have to remove all spells from our deck. I guess they can only play one, so... play these guys. Tap Maralen. Because of Shari, we draw a card. Opponent is low on life, but now they have value from Maralen. We need to be careful about that. Split up. Okay, that's a good one. If they play it, they will lose their Marwen, which they might be okay with. Yeah, if you attack with the clan color, we block it. Double block it, triple block it. Whatever it takes. Oh, they don't attack. I guess if they had removal for the Warrior Shaper, that would make sense. Okay, yep, and now they kill our stuff. Let's tap you. What they have. Grave Shifter. Yeah, they have 4 mana. They have all the mana they could want. I guess, yeah, they probably win here. Ooh, memory lapse, definitely not what they wanted to see. Oh, get lost. Backhand trainer. GG's. Yeah, if they get lost, the Water Shaper. I guess we needed unblockable and we didn't get the turn with Sygg for that, so yeah, they just hit our removal, so we didn't take care of Maryland, and she just ran away with the game. I guess Maryland, yeah, like I kind of expected that she's just better than Morkant, but also the fact that we didn't get removal is what gave them the win. GG's, good games, well played. Rurik Thar. Oh. Yeah, that's one. Yeah, that's the one that taxes the non-creature spells with life, no less. Are they going to ramp or are they going to curve out creatures? Maybe ramp, it seems. Let's play Harbinger. Burning Tree Emissary. And Sear Slicer Goblin. Attack. We get to draw a card. And Sim Rip on the Goblin. Professional Facebreaker. Let's take the trade. Here we have 2 counter spells up. Changeling cannot come for a few turns. And yeah, I guess our opponent is the one with the mana issues here. So we will take advantage of that, I think. They kill Sygg. Spell Collector, sure. We kill it. Play Sygg again, draw another card. And I guess opponent is happy that we haven't done anything else than recasting Sygg. But it's because some of these cards would be stuck in our hand. I think here we play the Navigator and pass. Oh, actually should have attacked first, because the Navigator untaps our stuff. My bad. And this one untaps as well. Yep. New cards. I forgot about the new cards. Okay, GG's. Yeah, we were gonna copy the duelist. Actually, yeah, oh yeah, right, we had fun. So, we could have played the Changeling, copying the Navigator. Untap everyone, attack for a bunch. And just like I said, the mana issues got to our opponent, but I guess they are a low land count type of deck because they are Gruul aggro. So GG's. Against Nadu, guess we take it. And we will ditch Elspeth. Curiosity. Okay, they have Cameo of Bamboo Groves. Pair of Cultivation. That is a strong start from opponent. Now let's counter that. Gym Pollinator. Until the end of turn. Yeah, this isn't the backside, which is for a turn cycle. Wash away Nadu. Sure. Now we will play Elspeth plus the next turn plus, or maybe 0 after casting Disruptor of Currents. Goose and Drum.
Join the fight.
Seems like they don't have a way to trigger Nadu repeatedly. Or even once, for that matter. So that's good for now. Maybe we trigger it for them with Elspeth. Can we get Prairie Stream? I think so. Mox Amber.
Strike from the heavens.
Opponent plays Once Upon a Time, and obviously they can replay Nadu for only 3 mana. Or I think we might have this one. Ooh, Priestly Pale. Do they have the land? Seems like that. Oh, they don't.
Rise and seize
Give everyone
your
flying and
destiny.
attack. Yep, that's not how you stay alive upon. Ah, I guess they have the food. They eat the food. They go to 2. They pretty much need to kill us here. But with the Triton, we can block their biggest creature. They don't have trample, so... And it seems they didn't even draw a land there. GG's Nadu. We got really lucky that they didn't have. I guess we only gave them 1 trigger of Nadu, and it was ourselves with the Disruptor. Grizzly Bill came in too late. We do appreciate that. Thank you, Magic Gods, and well played, opponent. So that's gonna be it for today, but before we go, I want to show you pretty much the early brew that I tried with the Voltron strategy. I thought we didn't have quite enough Merfolk for the other version, but at the end, I'm glad I stuck and tried to brew the other one because it turned out better than expected. But just in case you wanted to see this one, like I said, Voltron, so swords, and it has more of an aura sub-theme than equipment sub-theme, so you can play Core Spirit Dancer as well as Light Pose, SRAM, and obviously Stoneforge Mystic Cloud for the equipment side. With Stoneforge Mystic you get Caldra Complete, Battle Skull. With Cloud you probably get a sword or even Lion Sash. But like I said, I enjoyed the other version, the one in the video better. This is just in case you wanted it, and it's going to be in the description also. So let's go to the other one. And for this one, I'm pretty happy with how it ended. We didn't get to see this one as much, well, the unblockables as much, and the reason we played the flyer one, Wind Rover, is because they curve into Sygg, so we can immediately draw a card, which turns out, yeah, I really like. I feel it's more valuable than I expected. It triggers out more than I expected. So sometimes you need to think about if you want to flip back and forth. You need to think a couple of turns in advance if you want to do that, so that you keep getting card draw out of Sygg, which surprisingly is very decent, and it does help you win games. Other than that, like I said, I enjoyed the deck. Pretty much no complaints from this side. Merfolk turns out officially good and not a fluke. So thank you for watching. I'm the Hermit, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.